Good afternoon, the honorable educators, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Renata Teresia Wibanturuan, and I'm from Senior High School Public 1 Sidikalang. As the first speaker, our motion that I'm going to review today is as a middle class parent, this how we support their child's choice to prioritize formal education in favor of pursuing digital creative skills or career, example content, creation, audiovisual design, etc. Here, I will provide an argument as a contrasting and provide my argument against this motion. Our second motion relates to formal education, informal education, parenting, and job. First, what is education? As we know, education is learning various things from generation to generation about knowledge, skills, through lessons, and a lot of course and a lot of training. In this topic, especially in middle-class families, education is a benchmark for the quality of everyone. Education is divided into formal education and informal education. What is formal education? Formal education is education obtained from school regularly and systematically, also hired and structured, usually held in every school. Informal education is not adhering to education that leads to an adhering to national education. Of course, this digital career is also included in informal education. But there are also some formal schools that provide pathways or majors to allow students to choose or enter to explore the science of digital creators. Of course, many students or non-students like and prefer to learn about these digital creators. However, in some situations, especially middle class families who focus their children on formal education, families or parents oppose and do not approve of their children choosing this digital creative field. Because this child will only focus on one area and ignore what should be his handle in the future. But if the child can focus on formal education, there will be many benefits for the child. For example, the child has a definite grip on his future, and the child can also learn digital creators on the side. In fact, it can be seen from several digital creators such as Leonardo Edwin, Jerome Pauling, etc. They prioritize formal education and can run digital creators on the side. If the child only studies digital creator education or etc., their job opportunities for the child in the future cannot be ascertained because this field does not have definite job opportunities and definite financial income. Especially in middle-class families whose economic conditions are sufficient to fulfill their daily needs. Especially in middle-class families, their parents direct their children to formal education. However, if the child chooses to study the formal field, it is certain that they have promising job opportunities. The children can also still study other fields, one of which is digital creator. If the child has parents who work in the field of digital creators, the child can also learn this field from their parents. The field of digital creator also doesn't have to be learned from schools that only study digital creators but can also be self-taught. As we know, there are already lots of free video tutorials that teach about digital creators and various sites or social media. Formal education can also develop creativity. This creativity can lead to digital creators or content ideas if the child intends to run a digital creator. Then, what is the role of their parents? Parents must know and explore their child's parenting and provide guidance and direction to their children. That's important. Parents also should not put too much pressure on the child, while this emphasis will greatly affect the child's brain development and psychology. Parents cannot force their children to enter the field of digital creators because not all children have expertise in this field. However, in formal education, children are given the option to discover their own skills and abilities without the child feeling pressured or misdirected. I hereby expressly state that I do not agree and reject this motion.